Hi guys, what's up? Recently, I've watched a news, very shocking news about artificial mate. I mean, robot mate developed by some Chinese company, right? And then those robot mate just now already available in the market. Like they are almost about to release in the market quite soon, right? And then they got booking process now from their individual customers, right? And what I really feel scary is those robots, like very young and handsome and pretty, and all the look. Maybe I believe at this point, they would more focus on your emotional part, like superficially. They really look like very charming young male and female, right? And then like they can induce even like some sexual like impulse. I think, I mean, whatever they package it, I mean the supplier, the maker package it. Actually, the main purpose of those robots are mainly focus on like sexual support, sexual aid. I mean, those robots are designed to provide you like some sexual demand, right? What I'm saying is not actually physically, but like emotionally, right? At this point, and then I don't know very specifically their move, how much their move could be sophisticated, but overall looks like the superficial feeling is very like charming and honestly very simple, very enticing, very like enticing, that's for sure. And like they can still certain level of like physical movement, right? And then there's all the knuckles and like move, they're still the knuckles still move quite naturally, right? I don't think at this stage they are completely like really like human, but there must be still some kind of limit until now. But it would do some emotional support to their possible like customers, right? And there is one thing, and then the other news I was completely shocked and scared was the news about artificial hand. Now the technology and then about artificial hand is also robot hand. You know, it works like based on tendon movement, like human being, like humans' hands movement can be achieved by this robot hand, and they claiming the movement is pretty almost very natural level, right? Their technology already like reach up to the point which human can make the movement with their own hand, right? And then as far as I know, the human hand, up to now is the most hardest technology to reach. But finally, they break, break through the threshold, and then finally their technology get to the point to simulate all the human hands movement based on tendon. And then why I so scared about that news? I mean, that technology is financed by Samsung and by one American startup company and financed by Samsung. And the thing is, I believe one of the main reasons human being can be on the top of food chain in nature because of our hand. As far as I know, the human hand is the one of the most distinguishing part of making difference between other animal and human, right? We don't. There is no other animal that can that can use their hand as free as human, as sophisticated as human do, right? The thing I'm most scared is I cannot imagine what will be coming in next 10 years. You know, just imagine that robot equipped with AI intelligence and AI intelligence as their brain, and then all the other, like same function as humans in their like knuckle and phones, right? Nowadays we have watched the news about all different kinds of robots, right? I mean, their movement, everything is now becoming really close to perfect, right? Their movement, they those robots can move almost like martial art, even martial art specialists, or some kind of dancer, all these things, right? Their body movement is almost sophisticated as human, absolutely no different, even better, physically more strong, more flexible, everything, right? And then I believe the hand movement, the hand moving technology, right? it was the last technology they have to overcome, right? And then finally, the time has come. Suppose that beings, artificial beings, let's say robot, right? Equipped with AI intelligence, and then all the robot movement, right? Their body completely equipped with all the robot technology, and then they can make all the body movement, whatever the you know type it is, maybe like dancer, like martial art master, or some kind of workers, and finally humans hands movement. What I feel the robot hands, what I really feel, I feel somehow it's more like technicians hands who could make all kinds of things by themselves, like using their AI brain, and then like perfectly well equipped body things, and then like all the weapon they they can equip themselves, like soldier robot these days, and then they have technician's hand, and maybe if they master, like maybe if they can perfect their technology about their hands, I think they're invincible. They're invincible, and then we human beings are not the master of this world. We are not the top player in this chain, in this food chain, in this world. You are not master of this world anymore. What I really scared of all those things about robot technology. I mean, we human, not master of the world now anymore. Intelligently, we are not superior to AI anymore. Physically, we are not stronger than robots, right? Or those robots these days. And then not only stronger, but also we're not agile, agile than robot anymore, and we're not flexible than robot anymore, right? And then once they equip with the hand, artificial hand movement, right? They even reproduce themselves. If something goes wrong, just imagine the robot equipped with, now so-called advanced, so-called AI technology from all different, companies, IT companies, right? And then if some sort of, bad thing happen in that sector or industry or in that program, whatever, right? I don't want to imagine what would really happen in the very near future, right? I mean, some kind of, who can guarantee the the appearance of some ill-minded or twisted mind sort of maniac robot reproduce themselves and make human redundancy, right? I'm really get scared when I watch that news about that robot hand can act as can behave like humans hand, and then my feeling it was the last nail on the coffin, something like very the last one puzzle who AI have to solve to be dominant species on Earth, our world, and then it seems that they finally have the last weapon for themselves. It's kind of scary idea that anything with intelligently move, intelligently act, right? And then if they be equipped with human hands, right? Some hand can behave like human sophisticating can make human sophisticating hand movement. That means it has everything to become dominant species in in this world. I don't know whether I'm really wondering if this event is the precursor to our future. Not very long after, but very soon. Who knows? In 10 years time, 20 years time, some rogue AI, program somehow go wild, go insane, completely off the track of humans kind of control, right? Humans governance, right? They completely out of control, and they forming, organizing some, you know, movement for themselves to be a dominant species in this world over humanity, right? That kind of very ominous feeling about our future really scares me off. Really, it really scares me. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.